Hey journal freaks, it's been a while since I've done a video, so let's go ahead and jump right in. I recently took a collage class, a live class online with my friend Mari, and it was really fun. We had a really good time, and it really gave me some fantastic ideas. So here are, they're quite busy, but here are some of the 4 collages that I worked on in that class. And the class was about tiny tattered houses, but I ended up making like a whole city. Yeah, so that was super fun, boats and all. So anyway, I'll see if I can bring them a little bit closer up. There we go. There's no light on them, so there we go. The noisy light. This one's like city center. This one's like dormitory in the city where everybody lives. This is like countryside. Anyway, I haven't decided yet what they all represented, but I'm not going to talk any more about those. But I was thinking, and while looking at some of the videos, the pre-videos that the instructor had sent out about paper and glue and whatnot, I thought I would talk a little bit about paper in my art. Paper is very important. It's one of the main materials that I use. And here are some bits of paper. So anyway, I thought I'd talk about how paper comes to me for free. I don't buy paper. It just comes to me for free, except for possibly paper that goes through my printer, which I do buy because I can't put free paper through there because it'll eat it up. But anyway, so anyway, these are some resist prints that I've done and ripped up, little bits and pieces. Here's a photocopy of a little Zentangle that I did in one of my journals. So I do this a lot where I'll do something in my journal and then I'll photocopy it, and then it will become something new. This is another bit of that, and this is a tear out from a magazine. So anyway, I have those attached to these collages because I realized that, oh, I like how all the colors mix together. So, sheet. So just wanted to show you that, but now I'm going to talk about how paper comes to me. How does paper come to me? And when it comes to me, how do I process it? Coffee. Okay. Oh, notes. Okay, well, let's talk about receipts then. Everybody gets receipts, right? Receipts, receipts, receipts. So here's a bunch of receipts that I have. And the first thing that you can do with receipts is just to tear them up and use them as is. So I like to just tear them up in strips like this because you can always use strips. Strips are good. I even have an entire folder in my organizational system, which I'll show you guys someday. But there we go. So that's one thing that you can do is tear them into strips and use the strips. And if you say to me, well, how do I use the strips? Well, here's an example, something that I did last night, which I couldn't figure it out for a little while, but here we go. Kind of looks like that, right? It kind of looks like a house, like I could use this for a house. Now these are literally strips that I wove together like we used to do, you know, as kids, in over, under kind of thing. I used 2 for this. So the first receipt, I just took a ballpoint pen And and you can get ballpoint pens for free. If you can't afford ballpoint pens, I get you. I feel you, because I've been there before. But you can get these for free at places, especially now, because, you know, like, for example, my credit union, don't use a bank, y'all, use a credit union. And this is a fantastic one, Fireman's Federal Credit Union, New Orleans, Fireman's Federal Credit Union. Anyway, so use your ballpoint pen like this. Obviously, I'm not spending as much time here as I spent there, but you just make these designs like that, okay? And then I just wove one blank one together, you know, with the designs, and then I started to embellish with, you know, a Sharpie. Oh, look, I made a mistake here. You can't, get these for free. Actually, you can. I've found these on the ground several times, and I'm going to tell you guys a secret about art, which is, like, if you sort of think about it, it comes to you. Like, honestly, think about a Sharpie. You're going to see it on the street. One time I was thinking about a dictionary. And this was in my little library. So the universe listens. Anyway, this could be a cool little house for my Whole Strangers comic series. I did put gel medium on it because, you know, you have to glue down the strips, or you know, they just disintegrate, fall apart. But anyway, this was a fun little thing that you can do with receipts. Okay, so that's strips, but there's more. So one thing I discovered, oh, excuse me, you guys, is if you spray receipts with alcohol spray, and we got a shit ton of alcohol spray because COVID, I mean, this is what happens. And I mean, it happens freaking fast. So, yeah. Should always have all this shit ready, you guys, for you guys. So, alcohol. You see how fast that's happening? I mean, it's just weird. I don't know, it's something. Anyway, and this one I sprayed with, actually, this is alcohol ink. But it didn't do as much as the alcohol itself did. Anyway, let's spray it anyway, just for fun. So that's that. I'm just gonna put these aside, they can dry for a sec. And you see how cool that looks? And you can use it in the background now. You know, in the background of your collage. And this isn't free, obviously. You have to spend money to have this receipt, but everybody spends money. Absolutely, everyone spends money. And if you say to me, I don't spend money, I mean, I don't spend a lot of money. But you spend money on toilet paper, right? So that's our next, that's what we're going to discuss next. So moving on from the receipts, we're going to talk about toilet paper. Oh, there was one other thing for the receipt that I wanted to, what I love to do is I love to find hidden messages in receipts. So I'll go through and I'll mark out, I'll redact everything except for what I like. So Claude, New Orleans today, farms, water, approval, change, food number. Some kind of message from the universe. Okay, toilet paper. We get Scott toilet paper because it's very easy on the septic systems. Which, you know, we live in a swamp here. So anyway, this is not an ad for Scott toilet roll, but what happens is we don't have any plastic, yay. It just comes wrapped in this paper. So this is like, it's not bad paper. It's kind of like, you know, gift wrap paper, or like, you know, you stuck in a one of those little, you know, bags that you take to a baby shower, but it's got this Scott toilet paper on it, so that's a little bit embarrassing. However, you can do many things with this. First of all, you can cut it up, you know, stuff that you like. You can cut out. You can always cut. So, like, for example, I love these cool beans. Those are very cool. So I might use these in a collage. I might use these in a collage. I know that's what I had these at. So I might use these, you know, in a collage or something. And you just lay this down with medium. It's very easy. So that's one. And then, well, I'm obsessed with, like, these barcodes, and also with, like, these symbols and everything. I don't know. So I have a whole, like, place to put these, a whole book. I have this large box of books and photo albums like this, where I just put things, and I should have marked this off where, but I have a whole section of these, but anyway, I don't know where it is right now, so I'm just going to put that there. So anyway, yeah, with these, like I said, you can just cut out, so that's one thing that you can do, but what I really love to do with these, when I really want to get messy, is to put them on the jelly plate. And I can do a whole video on jelly plating, if you guys want. I just got to figure out the setup, because I have been looking into getting a proper, you know, sort of setup, instead of just recording on my iPad, very rough and raw. Sound is rough and raw as well. I'm aware of this, but anyway, ooh, there's my phone. Here is something, and you can't see the Scott tissue anymore. So, you know, you can use this to, we can here, but no big deal. You can use this then to wrap presents, or you can use it to, you know, like I said, crumple it up and put it in a bag with the present in it, or you can even use this, you can rip it up and use it in your collage. I'm not going to rip this up, because I just discovered this when, again, when I was researching for this video. Yes, I do research videos. I know it sounds crazy. Okay, what's next? Oh shit, I've lost, oh, toilet paper rolls. Okay, these were once toilet paper rolls, and what I like to do is cut them. You know, there's a lot you can do when they're rolled up too. And I can do a whole thing on what to make out of these, because it's just amazing what you can do, and this is free that you're getting with your toilet paper. So anyway, what you can do is you can just use it as a substrate to collage on. So here I've taken, you can see the receipts are in the background here. And these are some notes, personal notes of mine that are in the background, that I'll show you some of those in a little bit. And then I just put them down with matte gel medium. So I've been experimenting with both the matte and the gloss gel medium, and also experimenting with the fluid medium in gloss and matte. This is the matte, probably the gel matte. Okay, and here's another one, which what I did was I just covered it in black gesso. I like black gesso because then you can go in with your, you know, jelly roll, and you can just like make a little border. You know, if you look at a page and it's white and scary, or black and scary in this case, and you're like, how am I going to do something creative on that? Don't put so much pressure on yourself. Just do the basics that need to be done. Like, you know, oh, you can do a border. You can do a simple border. I have this, but this is my go-to border. It's beep, 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 circle, circle. It's not like that. It's just random. I'm just doing random shapes that I draw a lot, so that's why, you know, it might be fast or whatever. You might think these are a bit girly for a woman of my age, and I would say, I don't give a shit. about it because it's fun and it makes me feel good, and it's almost like a meditation because I'm not thinking about it. I probably should have started up here and gone down there. I'm completely untrained, you guys. I've trained myself to do shit from checking out books at the library and reading, and also YouTube, which is amazing, creators who share all their shit, and that I'm completely untrained. So if I'm doing something that is not the right way, just let me know. So there you go. So now I've got my little substrate with a little border, and I'll put that aside to dry. So where are my notes? Oh, here are my notes. Okay. We did receipts, we did toilet paper wrap, we did toilet paper roll. Let's do coupons. Okay, coupons. I should use coupons, but I'm just not organized enough to use them. So I will then find things that I can use. So here I've marked out, obviously, these, you know, I just admitted my sort of, oh, and I forgot to look on the back, which is the most important thing. Look on the back. Is there anything on the back? No. So these, okay. And then you guys, so what I usually do is just cut these out, right, like this. And then put them in that little book that I showed you guys earlier, you gals, because it's gals that are watching this now. But here's this weird little thing down here. No hormones or steroids are used in the production of shell eggs. So I found that to be quite an interesting little bit of text. And so then what I do is I will just cut that out, and I have a, oh my God, y'all, okay. I have a folder for words. Here's the folder for words. Oh, oh no, oh no. Okay. Oh no. Yeah, I'm trying to get everything in this one big folder. In this one big box, if I can get all of my paper in this one big box and not have it all over the shelves, then it might be a little less claustrophobic in here. But anyway, I just wanted to show you guys. So that's the go-to beginning bit. I go through that like once a week or so, looking for things. Okay, anyway, back to these. I kind of like this circle as well, but I'm not going to waste time cutting it out. Let's see, what else did I find? So I would just go through and like, oh, that's kind of like a cool little icon, so I might like cut that off. Oh, here's another thing, y'all. On these spaces, you can draw things. See, like this. Obviously, I'm into hearts. Hearts are easy to draw, that's the thing. And then I would go in, and then I'm not saying that, then I would take maybe a paint pen. I don't want to do the blue, but these are very old. I don't even know if they still work, so let's just do the pink. Pink is not good enough. Let's do the orange. Yeah. Sorry, you guys. So then you would like just, yeah, I don't know about orange. But if you went down and did these little hearts, then all the way down, let's see, this was my first inclination. See, that was that the first thing I grabbed? Yeah, I like that one better. And then, this was the second thing I grabbed, I think. Ooh, see how that's a little bit too dark. But I mean, I could just make it like that. And then you can use this like as a border on your collage. So coupons. See, I've done some little drawings here. I think that's all for coupons. Draw on and deconstruct. Yeah, deconstruct means, you know, find some cool objects and cut them out or tear them apart. Okay, next is personal lists. Okay, here I keep all of these lists. This is like a list a grocery list. This is like a list from my housemate asking if we want to get a generator. Here's another grocery list, another grocery list. So I keep all these lists. And then if we go back over here, you'll see that I've used the other part of this list as a border to this little thing. So, yeah. So let's see, personalization. Okay, you can tear and use. Oh, or you can use them as a journal card. So, did I have an example of that? I don't think I had an example of. Oh yeah, I did. Oh no, this was actually going back to receipts. Okay, you can use anything like this as journal cards. So this is just. I'm gonna put clear matte medium on it because this is. The receipt of the last time I went to lunch with my mom, and I wrote like what we wore, what we talked about, what we ate. So that is like something that you can do with receipts if the back is good enough. If the back is, oh yeah, those backs are clear. Awesome. Okay. So where was I? Okay, we did coupons, we did personal notes. Okay, yeah, so you can also turn these personal notes into journal cards by perhaps putting a backing on these. Then on the backing, on the other side of the backing, you paste like something like this. So here's this. It's more like a tag. So you would do like this, and then you'd have like journal card. Okay, that was super messy, and don't ever tell anybody I did it that way. Okay, junk mail. Okay, everybody gets junk mail. Oh my God, I've got so much to say about junk mail. I should probably just do a whole video about it, but okay, where even to start? Well, let's just start with envelopes. So, envelopes. Here's a random envelope, and look at what is inside of this envelope. Never cut towards yourself. All right. Oh shit. Oh shit. I'm trying to just not make this forever. So this is what's inside of a lot of envelopes, and just look at, I mean, even just that is kind of cool. You can just even make it into another envelope just by flipping it inside out, and just that is cool. So you can also like cut pieces of it and use it in your collage again. So here's another one that has, I just wanna, let's do that again because that was kind of fun. Cut away from myself so I don't freaking cut myself. Oh my God, I've cut myself so many times, you guys, accidentally and on purpose. Okay. Does that work too? Oh yeah, I mean, look at these guys. Aren't they so cool? Aren't they cool? And then you can just put other collage items on them if you want. Obviously, you tape this, you know, and these, I think, really lend themselves to my favorite type of tape. Masking tape, yay! Even leave it on. Anyway, I'm being quick and dirty about it, but then you can have just this cute little envelope that you can collage over. So there's tons of fun stuff with that. What else do I have here? Oh, this is another one. This one I opened like with a letter opener, so it won't work as an envelope. You will definitely work as like a background. I mean, lots of cool stuff going on there. So another thing that I do with envelopes is I make these, they're like pockets for journals. And if you are a journal freak, then you probably know what these pockets are. And if you're not a journal freak, I'm going to show you what something like this ends up as in a journal. So this is my journal. And here is a pocket that I have made in my journal. It has all of these. It's like a pocket on steroids. You know, it has a place for everything that I need. And I will make a video. I have made a video about this particular journal when I started it, but I'm almost finished, so I will make a video about the end of it. So anyway, yeah, like I said, you can use these things as like, you know, pockets or tucks. In here would be like a journal card or something like that. So these are just some of the ones that are, these aren't finished yet. Oh, see? So they're not finished yet. These are just kind of like almost the substrate of the envelope, or the pocket, which is made out of envelopes. So you can see, these are all, okay. So, and this one is like one that's on steroids. This is like made from another piece of, it wasn't an envelope, obviously, but it was another piece of junk mail, which I'm going to talk about in a minute. So another thing that you can do is that you can put gesso on these envelopes. So this one I gessoed. So you can, I don't know if you can see that I put gesso on it. And gesso is a paint primer. So now that I put gesso on this, the paint is going to sit on top of it. It is not going to soak through. So I can just paint a nice scene on this and or here, and I can just mail this to a friend, or I can deconstruct it and cut it up, and each piece will be gessoed, and I can put paint on it and it won't seep through. And then another thing that I do with envelopes is I do these, which are like, these are the kind of collage envelopes that you might end up with if you started with something like that or whatever. These particular ones, the first layer was a jelly print. So like I said, I'm going to do a video about the gel plate later, but these are some of the envelopes that I've made. These are my own designs. Okay, and another thing that I do is I make these little single-use journals out of the envelopes. If you can see the construction here, you know, these are actual, I construct them out of the envelopes, and then I embellish them and add things, but the main part of it is an actual envelope. So these are some things that you can do with envelopes, junk mail envelopes. Okay, so what else? Well, sometimes you'll get harder, let's see, let's grab this one. Sometimes you'll get, you know, harder pieces, like this, for example. It's very hard and shiny. Well, first thing I would have to do is put a matte medium over it, because this would not take wet, like paint or wet pens. It's not going to take it because it's, you know, shiny. But you can fold those into, you know, you can fold those into pockets and such that you then put in your journal. It just is more stability. So yeah, same thing with these. With this, I might cut this out and use that. Okay, what else do we have here? Oh, I love these. Like with everything that you get from the government or anything official. Excuse me, y'all. I live in a toxic swamp. You'll get these multi-language things. And I think these are just so beautiful. And I just like love to sort of make you know, little flowers out of them, and then I might, you know, color it or whatever. I might just use it like that. So that's one thing. Oh, y'all, this one. So this is from the post office, and check it. These are stickers. So what I might do is I might just cover this whole thing up, and then I've got these mini stickers that I can use. And speaking of stickers, a lot of times you'll get stickers in the mail, and then you'll get like, for example, this is off the end of stamps, but it's still a sticker. So you can do like mini stickers, you know. I love you. And, you know, then you've got a mini sticker that if you had more dexterity, oh yeah, I smeared it because I was brushing it because I feel like we've been doing this forever now. Shit, I smeared it. Okay, but you get what I mean. Okay, stickers. These are all like stickers, honestly. Free that come in the junk mail. Another envelope. Okay, here's something that I did with a political flyer. I think it was 2 of them that I got in the mail. So I started this. It's hard, you see. So I started this. It's not obviously in process, not finished yet, and I'm making it for a male friend of mine. Yes, I do have male friends. I am married to a male. So yeah, this is kind of how you might use the pockets in like a journal or something. So this is supposed to be kind of like a Bible, and he practices yoga, so I've got some things in there that I'm using. And anyway, so let's see, Walgreens. Everybody gets prescriptions, right? I'm not going to do anything with this bag because there's a whole like other section of crafting or whatever that I don't know about bags, and I want to learn that. Okay. Same thing, deconstruct the things that you like, or, you know, draw on the pages, or practice, you know, your, various alphabets. Actually, give these to your kids. You can practice shit on them. Okay, okay, business cards. Okay. Here's something that I just painted and stuck on. So that was a business card. And now it's this little thingamajig, a dream catcher. Okay. These are tags that you get from buying stuff. Okay, I do buy stuff like underwear and, yeah, there's my underwear. So you can, you know, cover these, leave the hole or cover the hole, and you can put them in little envelopes and text like hello, and it's just like a tiny little hello. So yeah, there's that you can use. Okay, and last, I'm getting to the end of this. These are things, like I said, that come to me. I didn't ask for them. Basically junk. Okay, so last but not least, somebody gave me this poster, which is a poster of all of the floats of Proteus, the crew of Proteus. So as you can see, there's a lot of stuff I can do with this. I can cut out each one. I can use the whole thing. I can use images. Here's an octopus, which I think is like amazing. So yeah, that came to me. Wrapping paper, obviously, I can just use the circles. I can use the whole thing. Newspapers. There's tons of lettering and whatnot that you can use in the newspaper. My lucky number is 13, so the reason why we kept one of these was because it was number 13. I don't see that now, but it's somewhere. My housemate gave me this wonderful anti-gravity magazine, so not only the cover, but there's just a ton of stuff there. Oh, there's the 13. This is the AAA. We have AAAs with this magazine every month. So yeah, there's lots of images and stuff. And look, this is so cool. And I can I'm gonna make a video about going through just random things that don't seem like they would have cool stuff in them for collage that actually do, like here. Y'all. Yeah. even know what to say about this, but I probably own like 4 shares of stock in this company. But so there are all sorts of possibilities for this. Just background for one thing. Just, you know, drawing for another thing. You know, I mean, you could literally just give this to your kid if you have kids and be like, hey, you instead of buying a coloring book, hey, color in this little rugrat. Okay. Anyway, that's it, you guys. So I'm going to go ahead and end here because, oh my God, I must have gone on talking and talking and talking for hours. So love you guys, and I'm going to be back on the videos now that I'm on the mend, and I'm turning this freaking thing off.